I have done it. I have found the cure for constipation. Period. Without a doubt. It's a little expensive, but mind you, it works. Go to Walmart, GameStop, Best Buy. Get a PS4. Then download and play the playable teaser for Silent Hills, and you'll shit your pants. Hi, I'm Jason. This is the Road to 40. Carol and I were playing it last night. We turned all the lights out and we downloaded it, and we were just sitting there in the dark, and like it's I won't spoil anything, but it's just fucking terrifying. It's not a joke, man. Really good. Oh, the cats. Our stray cats ate our stray pulled pork that we didn't finish. We made too much of it. It's like every time we unfreeze a batch of it, there's still we didn't separate it very good, I guess. Um, but it's nice to know that food doesn't go to waste. Hey, vote for Lynchburg Humane Society. Let me see if I can find the address. I'll put it here. So at 125. I think I forgot one of these the other night. I'm gonna write it right on here. 120. Oh, I can't write it on there. Damn it. I've got some interesting stories to tell tonight. Ah, here we go. Okay. What is that? 125. Yeah, they're doing a vote to see who wins the 25,000, and it looks like Lynchburg is doing really well. I think they were in first by like 100 and something votes. So hopefully we win, because that'd be awesome to have a nice shelter here. They're already building something, so I imagine they would just add on to that. That'd be crazy. But I'd like a really nice shelter that can house a lot more animals, because there's just so many animals that need homes and like are just wild and stray. And like we love the two cats that come to our yard. We feed them every day and we pet them and try to play with them, whatever. They're nice. They're very nice cats, but like it's tough when you're suddenly feeding three cats instead of one cat. And nonetheless, I consider them our cats at this point because they're cute. They're cute. They're very cute. That's Scandinavian for very cute, in case you didn't know. Nobody's perfect. Nobody's great. No. Oh, panels galore, my friend. I think I might have showed you this, but I just darkened it in a little bit. I've been trying to scan these in, print them out, so that I can ink them. But it's kind of defeating the purpose at this point. Like, I'm losing that fine detail that I really like in light sketches, so I've got to get a better scanner. It's only a matter of time. I want to read you some facts, and I want to show you. Look at when this other monitor, when I bring Internet Explorer up. Look at the horrible white light that... There it is. At one point in the 1990s, 50% of all CDs produced worldwide were for AOL. 50%. Remember, you couldn't go anywhere without seeing those free discs everywhere. They flooded the market. And I think that was their strategy, but it ended up failing. Actually, it's still around. Like AOL, you can still get dial-up. I kind of want to get dial-up just to have it. But I heard the price went up. I'm like, what? Please. I'd pay like, for dial-up, if there was nothing else, I'd pay like $5 a month. Other than that, hopefully there's a 4G signal, because... But I remember when they first came... Walk back with me to 1990 for a minute. Mimit. A mimit. That's a new kind of feral. It's a wild mammal, like ferret type creature. A mimit. 1990, when we were talking about AOL, when it first came out, I had Prodigy. That was my first dial-up service. I know we've talked about this before, but just hang with me. Prodigy was like $10 a month or $15 a month or something. Maybe it was $8 a month. I can't remember. $7.95, I think. But there were these 4 or 5 competing ones. AOL was one of them. Netscape, I think, was an internet service provider for a while. There was like 4 of them. And so ultimately AOL ended up taking the title. But I had Netscape first. When I got AOL, I remember they started handing out those discs. I think it got to the point where I was paying about $20 a month for a connection, which still wasn't bad. Even for the time, that's not too bad. But then all of a sudden they started offering these 500 hours free or 1,000 hours free. I don't remember. I can't tell you the denominations, but I think they started at 5 and then worked their way up to like literally like 2,500, I think. 2,500 free minutes. Please don't leave us, please. Oh, lots of interesting little... I was just reading through this before I started this because I like to hang out a little bit, cool out from my day. Been a long day. That damn little dog. He's lucky to be alive after today. I wouldn't harm a fly. I really wouldn't, but this dog is on my last nerve. And he's why I drink number 3. It's a good name for a show. Here's why I drink. This is why I drink.com. Here's why I drink. I don't know. We'll work on that together later on. But for now, the Google founders were willing to sell to Excite for under $1 million in 1999, but Excite turned them down. Bad idea. Stupids. Dummies. Oh, that's gotta hurt though if you're Excite, because who the fuck is Excite? I'm excited. In the pants. No, what? There was a third Apple founder, Ronald Wayne. He sold his 10% of the company in 1976 for $800. It'd be worth like hundreds of millions today if he had just hung on to it. It shows him next to his trailer. Well, it's a modular home. Poor man. Poor man. That's gotta hurt. That's a tough one. I don't know if I could get back from that one. Because you could live pretty fun with that kind of money. The famous Aaron Burr Got Milk ad from 1993 was directed by Michael Bay. That's right. Michael Bay directed a commercial. And I look at the picture of it and I go, wow, I remember that commercial. Good job, Mr. Bay. Your commercial was way better than your... No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, this one's stupid. Okay, Amazon. A woman in California once really tried to sue Captain Crunch Berries, Captain Crunch, or Nabisco, or whatever the name of the company is, for not actually having berries in the package. Yikes. Imagine that. During World War II, German measles and other items that were German in nature, dachshunds, they called them Liberty Measles and Liberty Hounds. That's right. We did it too. We did the Freedom Fries. Yeah, remember that? God forbid. Couldn't be French fries. I remember that movement. I was just like, oh my God, what is this country coming to? And here we are today. Explains a lot, people. Explains a lot. Folks, friends, family. Love drawn. I have such a busy day tomorrow. I don't want to face it. I don't want today to end because I have a lot to do. I gotta go register Gwen for her junior year. Jesus Christ, my daughter's going into her junior year of high school. That makes me 39. That means I was 23 when she was born. Now I'm turning 40. 17 years later. Well, almost 17 years. Next year, she'll be 17 and I will be 40. And I will no longer be in my 30s. I'll be in my 40-somethings. We've never really talked about that. Actually, I wouldn't mind talking about that tonight because it's not a lot to talk about. But I never really talk about what turning 40 means to me because technically every day is just another year, you know, from the previous day of that year. You know what I mean? It just happens to be that the day you were born was this day. It's like, I don't know. I always thought birthdays were kind of a weird thing. Like, I understand celebrating them because it's nice and it gives you another age, or another year. Life is always growing and shrinking all at once. Isn't that a funny thing? I do see it that way too. Like, it is really a pivotal point, like, where the average American male, probably lives, I don't know, maybe it's later now, maybe it's into their 90s, maybe it's like late 80s, early 90s. And I know, like, you know, that's a long way off. That's it took me all this time to get here. I still got to go all that way to get there. This is the halfway point if you live to 80 years old. Like, I want to fill every day with stuff, and not stuff, with moments, memorable moments. Just, I don't know. I want to do that. I know I whine about the things I want to be and do and where I want to live. And I apologize if I whine too much. I think I'll get to where I need to be when I need to be there. Unfortunately, it's just not coming as fast as I would have liked, I guess. What are you going to do? That's life for you. But as long as I got this, it's really all I need. Or it's at least the only card I'll ever need. Yeah, 40. It means like little and a lot all at once. It really does. Like, I have no... It's just another year, another day. But at the same time, it does say, you know, you've gone this far. Most people live this far. You're approaching center. Like, I do think of that. Am I going to have like a midlife crisis? I guess this is. Which it could be way worse. But I really like this. So, it's not a bad thing. I think if this is the halfway point, or if this is middle age, then I feel like it's a wake-up call. It's a second chance at getting to where you wanted to be. You know what I mean? Like, I think no matter what it is that you want to do now, you can compare that to what you were when you were 20. You know, or at least, you know, everything becomes more in perspective a little bit. You start realizing you're probably not going to see every country in the world. So, if that's the case, then start picking your top 5 or 10 or 20, depending on how you choose to travel and what kind of money you have. You know, if I don't know, hiking, you know, what's the mountain there? I can't think tonight. I wanted to say K2, but it's the other one. It's the Everest, Mount Everest. Like, if you want to hike it, then work towards that goal. I don't know. Sometimes it's hard when you don't have a specific goal. Like, a lot of people, I think, wish for true happiness. When they don't realize that every moment that they're living is the happiest moment or the saddest moment they'll ever live. But, like, each moment is you're never guaranteed another one. Each second isn't a promise. You know, you have to take advantage, and I know the people who watch this, I think, already know that. But if you're a late bloomer, don't ever think it's too late to, because, you know, midlife comes along and you're just like, you know what, it's not too late to do whatever I want to do. And I'm enjoying doing this, and it's bringing back a lot of memories that I'd lost, I think, and it's helped me just kind of relax every night before going to bed, and, like, well, before I go hang out with Carol and stuff like that, but before I go to bed, like, it's that perfect bridge between being a dad and then just, like, being a husband and a individual. It's like a little piece of you comes back. It's just, and hey, you know, I love my life. I love both aspects of it, but it's nice to have that downtime. And so this is the perfect bridge between this and that. Like, it's the chaos of the day. Like, all right, let me tell you a story, and then I'll let you go, I promise. It's a good story, though. That thing is, if I leave it there a few days and I don't touch it, it comes back, and then I push it down. A little hot, like a little ball, almost like a hardening clay. My dog, Chewy. I was telling you why, you know, he's lucky to be alive today. I was working on my pictures for Brad. I've been really pounding away at him, but it's tough trying to get more than 2 or 3 done a day. There's no way I can do 5 a day. Like, I couldn't imagine that. Like, and as it is, it's like sketch, final. Sketch, final. So at the end of the month, I'm going to be way behind on the finals. But I think they're looking all right. Like, I'm happy with them. I like the fact that I've been able to nail Charlie's look repeatedly. I didn't tell you my story. I'm working on these things, but Charlie's like, it's hard. It's always been hard for me to make a superhero whose human face looks the same all the time. Like, I can go for certain things with noses and eyes, but I'm not good at super duplicating and regulating where everything, you know, was and is and how I repeat it and stuff. So, but I'm happy with it coming out. Anywho, I'm working on this stuff. I heard, oh, Carol was coming home to get gas because the cleaners at her work couldn't start their vehicle. She went home, got the gas, came back, but by the time she got back, they had already, I guess, started the car and left. So that was nice of her, but so I went outside when I heard her pull up just because I was going to wave, and I wanted to listen to her car again. I think there's something wrong with it. And so she pulls up the street. Where the hell is this story going? Oh, I'm outside. I'm saying goodbye. So I come back in. We have this. All right, for D&D, I have this huge shower board that I got. You know the walls you put in the shower sometimes, the flat white. Sometimes you put them on the ceiling, I think, too. Well, I took one of those and I cut it to the exact size of my, I think it's an 8-foot by 4-foot kitchen table we have. It's a good sized table. It's fun to do crafts and stuff. Plenty of room if you leave junk down one end and eat down the other. There's always a laptop on it, too. What the hell does that have to do with anything? I can't remember. Okay, so I came back in. Oh, yeah, that tabletop. I also have a hutch that keeps all our arts and crafts stuff. So when you come into the dining room, when we're not using that tabletop, I slide it behind that because it's a pretty big unit. And then I slide it back out when I need it for D&D. I know, it's crazy. It's ruining the floors and it's getting destroyed, literally. But I've gridded this thing so many times. It's fun, whatever. So, slide that out, slide it in. I don't know why you needed to know that part of the story. It doesn't matter. You go into your kitchen. I came back in because I wanted to go finish that drawing. I come in. First of all, my little dog's giving me like this look like, please don't kill me. I kid you not. Like, this dog has... give him this. He's got personality. When he looks at you, like, he's really expressive in his face. So it's pretty cool. I'm like, oh dear God, what am I gonna find? So I find 3 little logs of poo right around the wheel of my chair. Like, I know he did it on purpose. I know he was just waiting for me to not notice it, slide back, and boom, shit is smeared all over the carpet in my chair. What the fuck? And so, yeah, so I'm a little angry. Clean it up. At least it's solid. It's not like he threw up. So I was just like, bad dog. Da 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 da. I know it's not affecting him. I need to catch him doing it, or he's just like, why am I a bad dog? I'm just sitting here. So I clean that up. I come back to sit down, and that's when I realize what he has done. He hasn't destroyed the art. He's gotten up on the top of my desk and pissed on everything. yeah, he fucking pissed on everything. So, a little piece of me just snapped. It was just like, thank God he's not around me right now, because I'd probably break him. I just had to replace this keyboard, as you guys know. I mean, this is the mic that my friend Bob Melanson sent me. I've got my camera that I do. Anything I do outside of the office gets done on. I probably will eventually use my phone, but whatever. It's on my mouse pad, it's on the mic, it's on my keyboard, it's on the mouse, it's on the video camera, it's on my markers, it's on the... I have to, when I go to register Gwen tomorrow, the proof of residency is covered in dog piss. This is what my life has come to. It's alright. I'll get by. Gotta keep on keeping on. Keep on trucking, man. Alright, you Rhodians. Thank you guys for coming back every night. Thank you guys for the comments. I know there's only 2 or 3 of you that are consistently watching all the videos, but that's awesome, man. 2 or 3 people. I interest you enough, and thank you. Pete and Sean, and who knows? Who else is watching out there? Chris, I know, watches some, so... Anywho, thank you guys a lot, seriously. And thank you guys that see the title and find it interesting and watch it. It's been a lot of you guys just kind of popping in, like Robin Williams got 15 or 20 views, or I know it's insignificant and compared to people getting even hundreds of views, but it doesn't matter to me. Like, I'm excited, I'm thrilled, and I'm happy, and so it means a lot to me. And I'm hoping we'll have some kind of end of the road party. I don't know. That's I thought it would boom and take off and explode, and I didn't need it to. I mean, originally, like I said, this is for my kids. It's for something I wanted to do once a night for 1 year till I turned 40. And that's never mattered to me. But I really thought, like, I don't know, I'm missing something in my tags or something. Like, it's rare to see videos with low hits. What does it take? Maybe I'm not, like, maybe it's not, like, public or something. I'll have to look at that. Maybe I've got it set to, like, private or, I don't know. What am I talking about? Anywho. That's my little breakdown for the night. You guys have a great night. Don't forget to make somebody smile tomorrow. Make yourself a better person tomorrow than you were today, tomorrow. And let's make the world spin a little bit happier together. What say you, folk? I see why not. I say, and I see why not. You guys have a great night. Thank you for coming back, and I'll see you tomorrow night. A little further on down the road to 40.